Peace. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano, and welcome back to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing, and we're actually going to talk about a topic, should you switch from Android to Apple,
And if so, for what reasons? So make sure you guys stay locked in, and I'll see you right after these quick messages.
Peace. Okay guys, so the question came in, should you switch from Android to Apple? Well, that question obviously is pretty subjective. It just depends
On who you are, right? Well, for me, I'm a YouTuber, and so let's take a look at some of the
reasons why you would have an Android. Number one, Android is all about customization, and so you can customize your icons, your home screen, the wallpapers,
everything like that, the launcher, and you just have a ton of optimization and customization with the Android. So when you move
from Android to Apple, you're actually gonna have less of those options for customization as well. But the second thing that we should address is obviously price. Now, Apple phones range between anywhere between $250 used.
So that's like you could probably get an SE used for like 250, maybe the iPhone 6 or something like that. But honestly, I don't have anything against Apple products. Apple products,
they're pretty cool. But one of the things that a lot of people like to use Apple products for is the ecosystem. So if you don't have like an Apple Watch, and a MacBook Pro and tablet
and then the iPhone and all those things that'll work in unison, then it really doesn't make sense to switch over from Android to Apple unless you have a bunch of different
like accessories to go along with the product. Now, we all know Apple is all about services, right? So basically what they're selling now is less hardware
improvements and more software and services. So when it
comes to Apple, you got to take a look at that. Do you want, like multi-window on the Android where you could kind of do two things at once and all these different other things you could play around with? Or are you are you happy with the Apple OS and everything like that? Now, for me, the last Apple product I actually used was iPods, and so I'm not the right person to really ask should you switch from Android to Apple,
because I've never been an Apple user. But one of the things that I do know is that every single last one of my ex-girlfriends was an Apple user. So I seen the whole
ecosystem integrated, from the watch to the tablet to the cell phones to the computer. All your messages are like linked from one device to the other device, basically meaning that you're going to be getting all those notifications on all those different devices at the same time. Now, I don't know if that's something that's going to be annoying to you, because for me, it was a little bit cool, but it's a little bit annoying at the
same time, because if you don't want messages popping up everywhere around the house, on your desktop, on your phone, on your tablet, on your iWatch. So honestly, it's all about the ecosystem as well. Now, the third reason why someone would want to
switch from Android to Apple is because of iMessage and FaceTime. Now, obviously, Android is not equipped with FaceTime or the Apple messaging. Now, one of the cool features about Apple messaging is that you get to see when somebody reads your message when they click it. So basically, once they click the message, it'll say read, it'll say read, and then it'll say it'll show them typing when they're responding to the message, which is actually pretty cool.
Now they do have that feature on some Android phones. Some of my Metro PCS phones, the Stylo 4, had that feature, and you can actually see when the person was typing, but they had to have Metro PCS so that in order for that feature to actually work.
But honestly, if you're gonna be paying more than $500 for a phone, and you're an Android user, I don't think it would make sense to switch to Apple unless you really had the money and you really had that budget, and you got it all set in your mind that, you know, I want to use Apple because of the ecosystem, the iMessages and the FaceTime, and
all the services. Other than that, Apple products are,
I want to say, a luxury products, meaning that, you know, many people, like average people who are into tech, can't afford it. I actually can afford it, but me being a YouTuber and wanting to review as many products as I possibly can, it only makes sense that I'd be a fan of Android. Obviously, one Apple product, well, you spend $1,000, but with that same $1,000, I could get 20 Android devices, and they'll actually be pretty cool and perform really well. If you haven't already saw a lot of my videos on some of those Android budget and mid-tier devices. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that if you like the services Apple offers, such as like iTunes is exclusive to Apple, and I'm sure you could download that. I've never tried on an Android, so I don't really know, but you know, they got a lot of cool services if that's something that interests you.
for me,
I'm more of a guy who likes to protect your tech, ladies and gentlemen. I'm more of a guy who likes customization. I'm more of a creative person, so I kind of like to do things and customize things on my own. I don't like to have them already done for me and then me be locked into one specific interface. Now, as you know, on the Apple interface, you can't customize the home screen or add widgets or adjust the icons to where you want them to be. So basically, you're there. It's locked in. But another thing that Apple products do offer is they're encrypted,
which is pretty cool. So
a lot of the time, those messages aren't being shared out through other third parties, and your
information is not being sold. But honestly, security is non-existent. If you have a smartphone in 2019 and you have your GPS location on and you're on Google,
pretty much your information's already out there. You opened up a Facebook account, your information's already out there. But like I said, if money is not
an object, that is something that is not gonna make or break your decision to buy, then I would definitely go ahead and recommend checking out some Apple products.
But for me, it's just my budget for as a YouTuber is about $300, and sometimes if I really like a device, I'll pay a little bit of extra money. But so far, Apple hasn't put out a product that
actually conforms to my needs. Mid-range phones and entry-level devices are actually taking over. So if you're a follower of this
channel, you obviously know that I love mid-rangers and entry-level devices. So that's something that you'll be seeing more on this channel. If that's something that you like to check out, make sure you join the Android crew, where we talk about
tech every single week and do a new unboxing right here on the channel.
So if you're already subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and do so, because we're going to be unboxing a ton of tech throughout the whole year. So make
sure you guys stay locked in so we could go through some of those unboxings together. It's your boy Serrano.
If you have your eyes glued to an Apple product, go ahead and check it out if you got the money to go ahead and do so.
No hating on your player. I definitely respect anybody who has enough money to purchase that product. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, Apple seems to be a pretty reputable company, and they have all those Apple stores to back you up at any given time or day.
But honestly, you know, they're doing a pretty good job when it comes to software. I just wish they would have a little bit more options when it came to hardware. Now, with Android, you have over 1 million options when it comes to devices. Now, when it comes to Apple, there's like what? I could count the phones on my hands. They only got 10 phones. The Apple 10. I think they skipped some numbers in there. I'm not even
sure, but you could literally count the number of Apple phones there are in your hand. Probably a little bit over 10. Plus, I'm talking just about phones, and then you got tablets, Macs, everything like that,
accessories. But when it comes to Android, there's just a bigger variety of products to choose from at a more reasonable price point. And so that's where Android is life right now for me, because it's just something that just fits into my lifestyle and my needs. So I hope you guys found this video helpful in any way possible. I'm probably going on way too long in this video, but like I said, make sure you guys stay tuned for more videos just like this. You guys are the real MVPs. Thank you for
coming back every single day and every single way to show your support and appreciation. Now, if you want to show your support and appreciation, you can hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and share the video. We also have Protect Your Tech, inspired by Wu-Tang.
So if you weren't a big fan of Method Man to Redman and the whole Wu-Tang Clan, make sure you check out this shirt inspired by that legendary hip-hop group. They've been influential throughout my whole life, and now we have shirts to represent the channel and legacy hip-hop. It's your boy Serrano. Make sure you guys stay locked in, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace. Crew. Later.